Sound check, sound check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to another Asian session. Being hosted by yours truly, Mac. I ain't Asian, but I hosted baby. Let's get this shit popping. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the Zoom for everyone in the Slack channel. I'm gonna have some people show up today, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Other than that, go ahead and call your auntie, your wife, and I know your ex-girlfriend if you have. And I promise I won't back to anyone. Yes, I'll talk about how to set up parallels on the on an iOS setting, um, as well as how to set up your magic keys. Since I've had a couple people asking me how, so it's good to do a little video. Hey, from the Philippines, guys, do me a favor, all viewers right now, please go ahead and type in where you're currently from. Just type in your country. And I just want to see my basically my dominion. Oh damn! Look at this fucking cut. Shit, I'm getting bald. Sweden. Alright, Sweden. I'm Cuban. I was born and raised in Cuba. I lived there for 12 years. I moved to Guatemala. I lived in Guatemala, and then from Guatemala I moved to Miami, and then from Miami I moved to New York, which I currently live in Queens, baby. So right now I live in Queens, and it's going good so far. It's just a little cold. Slovakia, North Korea, Colorado. North Korea, I don't know if you're fucking with me right now. That's funny. Hey, Mag, I saw you in Wickstone Lies earlier today. I'm from the UK, alright, mate? So I'm from the UK. Say hello, I know where you're from. Scotland, Orlando, pull up. Shout out my people from Disney World. This is my mentor's channel, Rakil, Raja, Rakil Zahur. Go ahead and give him a follow if you're not following him yet, but you're probably following him since that's how you probably that's why you're probably here today. I think I look pretty cute today. I don't need no makeup. Let me go ahead and just share my screen right now. So I was actually looking at GameStop right now since there was a little battle between buyers and sellers today. So let me go ahead and set this up. There is a waiting room, I believe. Bill, can you check on that? Did you wait to get in? Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and take this out. Okay. I'm gonna deactivate the waiting room to just let everyone in. If you guys need me to give you access to the Zoom channel for you guys to ask me some sort of questions, please go ahead and send me a DM through Instagram, and I'll go ahead and maybe let you in just to see what kind of questions you have. But other than that, I wanted to go over setting up your magic keys on parallels by using a Mac computer, or say you have iOS on a computer. So there's no waiting room. Everyone should be getting in. All right, perfect. So let me go ahead and set my background on. Take this out. Okay. Port Elizabeth. Cool. I'll go ahead and record this for today. Guys, do me a solid. If you come in, please mute yourselves. Okay. Wow, so obviously we have a lot of people here, and I just wanted to say I'm really happy about that. Thank you guys for showing up. There's a bunch of shit going on that you have to, be aware of. People on the internet that try to, put dirt on our names, which is not true. Just wanted to go ahead and mention that we are probably one of the most transparent groups in the whole Forex industry. And if you get scammed by somebody on Telegram, it's because you are a dumbass and you probably deserve it. Right now, we're just looking at nothing. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a brief intro on what happened today on GBP JPY, and also go on gold to see what's going on, because we've been ranging hard since New York opened. Other than that, just checking out about just checking again on my sound. Everything's clear so far.
Ой, ты как яблоко съедобно кушаешь.
Okay, I did not understand that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and mute everyone. Okay, so let me go ahead and say welcome again to the Asian session hosted by yours truly, Mac. I know I ain't Asian, but I hosted, baby. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick breakdown on GBP JPY. See what happened today. How we had the nasty breakout above 142.200, which finally happened. It's been over 2 weeks since we've basically we've been struggling, and we've faked out nasty already couple of times, and today we finally got that break, and we're actually forming support at 142.300. Not a quarter point, but let's go ahead and just keep it as it is, 0.300 on the 4 hour. Remember, I actually don't look more than my say 4 time frames is the daily, 4 hour, 30 and 15 minute, and sometimes I go on to the 5 or the 1 minute. Is it just me, or you can see the screen clear? Sound is okay. Screen should be clear. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Let me see what's going on. First time coming here from the Gulag, dope. Congrats, you made it. We're looking at possible next target, which is 142,700, 670 to be exact, since there is a big wick to the left. I'm gonna go ahead and target that right here. So you got 700, you got 600. So let's go ahead and just keep it at on the top of this, these two candles, right? The bodies, just to be more promising. Well, you could always target the wick as well, so you could always draw a line on top of here. Okay. All right. See gold. What's going on? All right, gold. As I mentioned to you guys before, it's been ranging. It actually looked like we were gonna get a pretty good dip today, but we didn't. We actually held support at 1850. And let's go into the 4 hour and just go ahead and make sure we have that drawn here. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go back onto GBP, JPY, and have gold on the other tab. All right. So let me go ahead and point out something here that I just want you guys to see. Usually happens during London Open, which is 3 a.m. Eastern time, my time. Will be different for, of course, if you live in a different region. So points of reversal on the 4 hour, which are very clear support areas or resistance, and we have this nice reversal going on, which has been going on for the last 2 weeks also. Let me go ahead and mark them down. This is basically it happens during the London Open, 3 a.m. my time, and it's been happening quite frequently, so I just want to go ahead and highlight that. All right, so we have 3 a.m. here, right? From 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. So we have this reversal. Okay, let me actually zoom in. Oops. And I hate this drawing tool. It's the stupidest shit ever. Gotta go back onto the crosshair. Alright, so let me just make this bigger. Okay.
Hey man, what up?
Yo, what's up? So just a little quick tip. So Mack tips 101. Go ahead and annotate better with the drawing tool. Okay. Alright, so we have one reversal happening, which happened on the last London Open, 3 a.m. my time, which is here. Let's go ahead and look for another one. So we have this from the day before yesterday. Again, another reversal between pre-London and London Open. So let's go ahead and mark that as well. Right here, right here, right? Okay. Let's keep on looking. Another one here. So 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. pre-London to London Open. Reversal here. Let me make this bigger. Oh no, never mind. Get into a right here. Boom, reversal. Let's look for another one. And here also you have another reversal here, resistance. So let me just use this drawing tool, one here. So 1, 2. Let's keep it as 1 to 5 since we're using 4-hour candles. So let's go ahead and just mark this here and look for another one. So again, resistance 1 to 5 a.m. Another one here. So I'm just trying to highlight the pattern that's going on. 1 to 5. Another one here during the London opening for these last 2 weeks. Another one here. And last but not least, another one here, right? And see here, yeah, another one here. So what do you guys see here? What's happening during London Open or pre-London to London Open? A reversal, right? So let's say that we are continuing to range from Asian to pre-London, and at this point we're looking to either continue up to finally test that high at 142.500 or 142.700. But let's say we start to consolidate. What's going to happen around this area is that we might get a rejection, and that rejection can lead to a reversal heading down to retest these previous lows, right? You guys agree? Okay, cool. So you guys can see a pattern going on here. So I just wanted to go ahead and highlight that for the last 2 weeks, just to go ahead and keep that in mind, that during London Open there's a lot of volatility coming into the market, which usually means a buyers come into position or sellers come in, and that's when the reversal tends to happen. So usually perfect buys would have been around this time right here on today. Today's the 26th at 1 a.m. Would have waited definitely on the lower time frames to see where there was a break of the previous high to go ahead and enter on the 15 or the 30 minute, and then go ahead and have your stop loss at 15 or 10 pips, and of course continue go ahead and take the ride up, closing your partials at 10, 15, 20 pips, whatever your option is, and of course leaving a runner. I wanted to go ahead and explain also how we took that trade today during New York Open, so 8 a.m. We actually have pretty good buys right above 142 flat. So let me go ahead and break that down as well. Okay. So I just wanted to start this stream a little earlier because I think we might get some sort of continuation of today, and probably might catch it if we get a nice clean setup. Yeah, I don't want to delete my lines, but let's go ahead and make this chart a little cleaner, deleting some of these previous lines, right? And just keep the rejection zones. Even though they come into play at some point, I could always just go ahead and redo them, but since we're already past that area, we don't have to actually keep that in mind for previous targets if we decide to short TJ, right? All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in, see what happened today from pre-London to New York Open. Okay. Let's go into the 30-minute. Okay, so basically you have your special support form here right before London Open at 2:30 to 3 a.m. Let's go ahead and draw a line right here. Let's go ahead and look for pre-New York. So we have 6:30 to 8 a.m. my time, Eastern time, and we decided to create some support here right before 8 a.m. So at this point, it wasn't smart to go ahead and take a short right above this resistance created on the 30-minute, since there's New York Open, hence we can get some either rejection, continuation, or a lot of volume pushing in to finally go ahead and break that resistance we've been struggling with for the past 2 weeks already, which we actually got today. So we have your 7 a.m. candle, your 6:30 a.m. candle, your 7:30 a.m. candle, and your 8 a.m. candle, which is the most crucial one, which is the deciding candle to see how we're gonna trend after that close. So it's always very important to wait to see what's happening after the first 30 minutes of New York Open. See if sellers get rejected. Your demand zones start to get rejected. Supply comes in, and if we do get a breakup of this area, then it will be the perfect setup to go ahead and take an entry. So what I did on in my case, is that I went down to the 15-minute. I'm gonna also go into the 5-minute and see what's going on. But let's go ahead and just keep it at the 15 minutes and see how we could have taken that trade, right? Okay, so it's this area here. Already, let's go ahead and zoom out. That this area right here, 142.200, it's a very strong resistance zone, and we've had many fake outs before or many rejections, and it's very uncertain that today we were going to go ahead and get that break, right? So anyway, as traders, we want to go ahead and make sure that we control our risk, and if we get a position that's allowing us to have a stop loss set up with the minimum risk, as minimum as possible, to go ahead and get that exponential reward, then definitely it's totally worth it. It's a strong area of resistance, but when volume kicks in through the market and we see a break of a previous high, of course we can expect a break of resistance. So that's when probabilities come in. In my case, I waited until the 15-minute to form. We created support here. The 15-minute rejected to the upside. I thought we were going to go ahead and continue down. I did not take an entry. I waited. I saw this other next this 8:30 candle forming, which was the first 15-minute of the half hour, past the half hour of 8 a.m. Seeing that this candle failed to break and continue down on that first 15-minute candle of the New York Open. If you go into the lower time frames and you start seeing rejection around that area and seeing how this candle was breaking, seeing that it got to the point that it was breaking above 142.03, that's when I have my entry. My entry was actually at 142.03. So let's go ahead and mark this here, 142.03, and my stop loss was right below this 15-minute candle. My first take profit, of course, was the 10 pips right at that resistance line. See here, and my runner was at this area here, so 142.300, right? Okay, let's go ahead and keep that, and basically that's a very good trade. Risk to reward was 1 to 3.5. played out perfect. It took a lot of patience, of course, seeing how we were rejecting here prior London close, 9 a.m. already, NYSE open. Sometimes we get that push, and apparently we did get that push at 9:30 to continue up and finally break above 142.200. So that's how the trade played out. It actually continued up to 142.450, couple pips shy away from 142.500. Okay, so I think that was the best way to had taken that trade today. In case the trade wouldn't have worked and we had, and let's say we had gotten some rejection around this area here, where that not so strong resistance was created. So it's 142 flat. This candle, how it closed with some rejection to the top, wick to the top, meaning that there's still range for it to go up. Then you had to wait for the next candle to see if we had gotten that break above 142.09 or 142.1. So 142.10 exactly, and we did get that break. 10 pips were secured. After that, runner was left to run. Seeing that, at that time I had already closed 70% of my position, only 30% was running, so I really did not care because my stops were set already to break even. It did come back a little bit at exactly 9 a.m. And at that point, it was very irrelevant for me for that position to either continue up or reject and head back down. But that was very uncertain. That I knew it was going to continue up, hence why I had closed right at 142, I believe 160, 180, and left the run. That's how you would manage that trade when it comes to your reward. And when it comes to your risk, what you would do is that you see how this candle closed with some rejection to the top, then you will wait for the next candle to see if you had gotten a break right below your entry point. So if you start seeing this candle breaking right below your entry point, that's when you start closing, say 25% of your position or 50% of your position. And it wasn't even 10 pips of stop loss. So I believe if you're trading with certain risk, 10 pips shouldn't be that much for you to take a hit on, right? In my case, I believe it was, let's say if I had taken that 10 pip loss, it would have been maybe $100 lost, not that much. But looking at the risk to reward ratio, 3.1, I mean 3.5 to 1, it made total sense. And we didn't even get that drawdown. So I looked at the 4-hour forming. We had gotten an extra super good liquidity to the downside, hence why we see this huge wick here. Strong support created at 141.600. I did not trade London, but I knew this continuation could happen at any time or any day, and decided to go ahead and try today, and actually we had that break. So now as traders, what we want to see is that we want to go ahead and move forward and try to forget that happened and see where the next support is being established, which is at 142.300. So let's go ahead and draw this line here, and you have your minor resistance at 142.420. Okay. Something like this. And something like this. All right, so it's very clean, very if I would send this to somebody, they will probably be very secure on what I was doing. Seeing how I managed to take that trade, on the 30-minute or the 50-minute, and as of right now, we're just ranging between this area, and this is not a very good area. It's very tight. It's only 13-14 pips. Say 13 pips without the with the spread. 1 second. So what do we need that now? We need a break right below this area or above this area. So let me go ahead and type this in. Say 430. Say 450. Just to be exact, right? And sales. $275. Yeah, let's do $275, right? Because we might get some wick down here. So let's just go ahead and try to just keep it right below this wick here. So that's below 142 to 75. So of course, go ahead and try to retest down these previous minor supports. Or if we do get that continuation up, then we have this next target, which is at 142,500, and a wick at 142,700.
Hi, Mack.
Yo, what's up? So we have here target 1. Let's just do target 1. Okay, cool. Makes sense? Perfect. So since it's Asian, we usually don't get that much volume in. That's why we try to go ahead and discuss what's gonna happen during pre-London, or what could happen during pre-London. But if we do get a move, which will be a break right above this area, this target, 142,450, then definitely it will be a pretty decent trade to take. From here up, this is a 12-13 pip range, not that much, but if we go ahead and get the break above 142,500, then you have a 27 pip range. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Going into the 4-hour time frame, see what's going on. We're still bullish right now. This 4-hour broke the, well, it's breaking the body of the previous one. If we do get the continuation, then we are expecting a break above this wick on the previous bearish one, and that's when safer buys will come in. Okay, so we saw that pattern repeated a couple of times already during London Open, so always keep that in mind. 3 a.m. my time, I would say, from pre-London to London Open, there's some volatility coming into the market. Usually can mean a reversal or some breakout, instead of calling it a fake out. Let's go ahead and just keep that in here just for references, and let me go ahead and check a couple of charts. If you guys have any questions, let me know. to send a chart, the only thing you need to do is go ahead and click where it says snapshot or Alt S, and it's gonna give you a link. You get the link, copy the link, you paste it somewhere on the nearest tab, and then you copy the last code after /X, and you put it on the chart, on the chat. I mean, here, like that. So what I'll do is that I'll copy this, paste it on another tab, and along with the normal link, tradingview.com/X, I will just add the code at the end. Oops. So boom, you get something like that. It's very simple. That's the best way, as as a beginner trader, to go ahead and show what you're thinking to somebody else, to see what your idea is, and of course try to go ahead and share your knowledge and try to see if you could come into an agreement with whatever you're trying to do with your buddy or your mentor or teacher or your family member that you're trading with, right? Because sometimes trading can be a little boring if you do it on your own, and I totally get that. That's why I'm trying to go ahead and put some fun into it during the Asian session. You guys don't have to tune in every day, but it kind of makes me happy that I get some support from your end, and I'm able to go ahead and check charts as well. It's not that I enjoy it 100%, but it kind of it's a little fun. I'm not gonna lie. So if you have some charts for me to go ahead and check, just send them on the chat and I'll go ahead and check them. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and check what's going on with gold. Anyone buying BPG? I'm guessing GU. You mean cable? No, I don't know. I don't check GBP USD often, but I'm gonna correlate it to GJ, and right now it's on a bullish trend. So hopefully you're you're in buys and you're profiting. So on gold right now, it looks like we're heading down, probably to grab some liquidity to then continue up if we are still on that bullish trend. But as of right now, we are still in that settlement mode, knowing that we did not break above this area 1872 or broke above 1874, which was a crucial key level. So right now I'll definitely wait on daily just for some support and structure to be formed, because the way I'm seeing this on the higher time frame is that we are creating a lower high and a lower low and a lower high to then create another lower low if we break below this support here at 1828. So you get something like this. Okay. Or maybe if we establish some support around this area, then we might start creating a higher high to then create a higher low and then continue with another higher high and finally break above this crucial resistance. So that's 1950. Something like that, right? So you have, definitely it will be safer for you to wait for confirmations, either the break of this current support on daily or the break of this current resistance on daily. All right, GJ is actually breaking up, so let's go ahead and go and see what's going on here. So right now, as seeing that we're breaking up above the area that I have marked here, so that's 142 450. We will need a nice clean break right above this area rather than taking an impulse buy. And we're just 2 minutes in after the 15, so it will kind of make sense to get into an impulse buy right now and let it ride to see if we could finally hit 142 500, right? but this is not my trading day. So let's just go ahead and say that I had taken an impulse buy around this area, and I'm waiting for it to close right above, right at 142.500, which is a 10 pip gain. So prior Asian Open, hopefully we don't reject. If we start rejecting, then this is a paper trade. I'm not taking any trades. I'm just letting you guys know. Actually, just let me take this off. Hopefully we get that break. I don't want to go ahead and and encourage anyone to take a trade that's gonna probably reverse. So, and it's still it's only a 13 pip range, so it's not that big of a deal.
If anything, Mac, if anything, it'll probably come back down and retest that and then push up again.
Exactly. We're gonna get that clean break on the 15. So this is the 15-minute time frame. You have to be always, thank you, Burner. Make sure that you're looking into what time frame you're looking at. This is a 15-minute break. It could be strong, or sometimes it cannot be strong. We might get that break, but I'd rather just wait that and see that it closes right above this zone that I have drawn here, and then of course get your entry at the break of this current body created once the 15-minute closes, which is in 11 minutes. So you got 11 minutes to wait rather than taking an impulse buy, especially during Asian. So something that's always happened to me a couple of times before, taking impulse trades during Asian that usually will reverse on me hardcore, and I just don't want that shit to happen to anyone. So let's go ahead and just wait for this 15 minutes to close, right? It looks like we're getting a nice little close above here. So see how this 15-minute candle has no wick to the bottom, meaning that there was not much liquidity being grabbed on. And we're still not even during now. We're still not even at 8 p.m., which is not even Asian Open yet. So just go ahead and be patient and wait. In the meantime, let me just finish checking gold real quick. So I was talking about gold. We will definitely need that clean break above 1871 for buys, or a clean break below 1829 for sells. So keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and delete this bullshit. Bam, bam, bam. That's what I hate about this stupid drawing tool, that if you do like little dots and shit, you have to like really click on them. This is a big ass fucking monitor too. Sheesh.
Bro, there should be a clear all button, I think.
Yeah, but it will clear all my drawings, so I don't want that.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, you could right click and say clear all, remove drawings, and it'll just take everything off. But the thing is, when you use the zoom tool, which is annotate, it kind of moves your chart, and so you see, like it kind of moves it, like if you go up or down. So you have to like be very precise on it, and then you have to delete it, and it's a mission. It's annoying. But anyway, let's just keep on looking at DJ, and I'll be right back with you guys. Let me use the washroom. I have to tingle pee pee. And if you guys want to go ahead and talk shit, go ahead and talk shit. This is y'all streams, y'all. I wish I could play music, but I don't have any music that's not copyrighted. I can play the drums though.
Pull out your own steel drum, man. Pull out your own steel drum from the closet,
But yeah, I thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate that. You guys fucking rock. Just fucking send charts, man. I'm bored, but I'll be right back, okay? Let me go ahead and type this in.
Did you guys took the buy?
No, buys taken. I'm typing this in so you guys can see. Waiting for this. This is a no trade zone, and I'll be right back. So just wait. Let's give it like this, right?
Look at my chart after you go PP.
Was that cash? Yeah, let me give me 1 second. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. So we got that nice, clean, not so clean break on that 15-minute, right? So we rejected pretty hard. So right now, honestly, the best bet is for us to see a break above this candle wick, and of course, your stop will be right below the previous low. To then continue up and finally retest or hit again 142,500. Other than that, we might get that reversal, which I pointed out here. So better wait than lose the trade, right? Kaz, let me go ahead and check that chart you sent. Yeah, give me fucking likes, dog. Give me them likes, yo. Amandido. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Flex, bro. Let me see that. Let me see the orange, bro. I like that. Flex.
Yo, I said it.
Yo, tiburón. Look at this guy. That's my trainee right there. Big guys. Only big guys around here. You got Jeevan. Jeevan is small, but I love the guy. We got Rakil, big arms. Ted got big arms. Anybody want to square up with us? Bam, bam, we rock them. I ain't talking about no Dustin Poirier. We still McGregor's around here. Mike Chandler, the bitch ass. Papa. But yeah, let me go ahead and check this shit out. I think Mike Chandler did a pretty good debut, bro, on that fucking lightweight division. Fucking killed it. The hammer Mike Chandler. So what is it, bro? No sound. I wasn't even talking. What the fuck? Bro, I thought it was Kaz. Who sent the chart? It was you, Austin? That was you? Who said I'm gonna send the chart and check my chart? That was you, Austin? Poo Asian. Yeah, Poo Asian. Alright, so basically you're looking at the same thing as me. I'm waiting for a clean break above this area. Price broke previous high. That was on the 13th of January. So we're not even gonna go ahead and regard and look at this. But yeah, this was the high that we've been looking for the last 2 weeks and so for GJ to break, which we got today. So today was the fucking Super Bowl of GJ for that breakout. So let me go ahead and basically see what's going on here. Usually on the 4-hour, you want to go ahead and try to make a zone. So you can work around that zone, see how price reacts around that area. It's called that AOI, which means area of interest. So if you ever play video games, AOE, or AOD, area of damage or area of effect. So in this case, it's area of interest. Right? So you have this whole square here. TP is around key level, psychological level. What's just 143,300? Be a quarter point. Yes, makes sense. Even numbers are usually reactive areas for GJ. Not all the time. Most of the time we get these levels, which are 0.200, 0.500, 0.800, and point flat. So during also another thing, like you also mentioned today, Asian Open, which is in 25 minutes. New daily candle. So always keep that in mind. No pullback, best way is to wait. Yes, correct. Hello, I will make a silly comment. I've been watching IG stories. I realized you and Raja had the same shoes today. By the way, great arms. Yes, Rek, you actually bought those shoes for me. That's a gift. So shout out. You got the checker Vans, but I put them on into Vans. Hello from Vietnam. Hello from Vietnam. Idea makes sense. You're anticipating price to retest that support, but if you enter it based on impulse, it's not that great because you're on the 4-hour time frame. I suggest you to go into the smaller time frames to look for an entry better. Lewis, I think it was Lewis who sent that. And other than that, your risk to reward, which is 1 to 4, makes sense. Your stops, you mean your stop loss is 20, 33 pips. Then you have 143.300 as your next well, you prefer your next target. It makes sense. I don't know where you're getting that from, but I'm gonna go ahead and check on my chart on my end how close we are from 143 to 300 and see how this trade makes sense in case you want to go ahead and swing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark 143 300, which is here. And see on the daily where this is coming from. Whoa. Yeah, 143 300 on the daily makes sense. They're a little far from there, but yeah, you had that double top created around here, which it was formed as a call it a support right here. Boom, it broke. So you have something like this, basically support. Just draw it here. You see a little better. Support. And that break right below here. So if you, of course, you swing in this, then your entry would have been at the break of that previous body. To be safer, wick. So it would have been here if you were shorting this, right? On stock, you know, you're talking about a swing trade, and this should run for 419 pips, meaning that 143 300 is a good area of interest, AOI. So we have to see some reaction around that point. We might go ahead and reject, but no, you're still a little far from that. So let's just go ahead and keep it at the 4-hour for now and see what's going on for the next couple of days. You know, so we still have Wednesday, Thursday, and half of Friday to kind of, you know, have a decent trade. So we have basically three trading days left. So looking at the 4-hour, as we are still, you know, struggling to break above 142 430, we want to go ahead and make sure that we do get that clean break at, you know, maybe 8 p.m. And if we don't, then we're going back into that no trade zone, and that means do not take a trade because you don't want to get stuck into a consolidation area, right? You still have 9:30 Tokyo Open, so you might get another push, but other than that, there's not that much volatility going on. Remember, we had a nice, incredible push starting from London Open up to New York Open, and that right there was a lot of movement for one day on GJ. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 bullish candles, total of 116 pips from London Open up to basically pre-Asian. So let me go ahead and go back again into the 30-minute and see how this is playing out. See how we are still rejecting this. Crucial moment is for us to wait and see a clean break above this area. Mac, 2 questions on my chart. I think I've entered too early. Okay, let me go ahead and check that Mac over Pope. We're not competing here. Say hello from Vietnam. Hello from Vietnam again. I already said that. Mac, check my chart on EJ. All right, A-Rod, let me go ahead and check this first. Mac, toilet attack, yeah. Nah, it wasn't toilet, it was more PB, but it was busy. Alright, so let's see what A-Rod brought to the table today. Today. Have some chill music here we could play though. So you have this code, and I'm going to copy this. Two X's. Whoa, A-Rod. Yeah, gold is looking like it's heading down too, so always keep an eye on that. Maybe go ahead and create that next lower low. But yeah, it looks like we are heading down. So let's keep in mind on that. As we're getting close to 8 p.m. I mean, we might have that final push to the downside. So on gold, looking at this, opportunity will be for us to get a nice clean break right below this area, and of course continuing down as we have a minor support here. And it looks like we're breaking. You have this wick to mirror, and then you have your final target, which is this whole entire area. I'm gonna just put in the RR here to see more or less how this will play out. Of course, your stop will be usually it's 20 pips for me. Stop loss on gold, right? And your take profit will be at 50 to, let's say 30 pips, just to not be too greedy. So it will be a 1 to 1.16 risk to reward ratio, right? Something like that. Of course, the lot size wouldn't be as much. I'm hoping with Asian Open we get the continuation or rejection depending how it works, and that's how you will manage your trade. Give me 1 second here. All right, so A-Rod, you have GBP, JPY down to the 30-minute. You have your order blocks, your consolidation areas, pullback, liquidity grab, rejecting and respecting and rejecting of 200 moving average after impulsive move, intraday bullish structure. Okay, you have a couple of MAs here. We have 8, 50, and 200. 200 will be the daily, I'm guessing. Order blocks, liquidity grab. Okay, yeah, order blocks. Yeah, I said that. Strong resistance at 142 200 has been respected. Yes, previously a couple of times already over 2 weeks. And your safer buys if we break above 142 500. Yes. Seeing how we have that consolidation going on here, your safer buys will be right above this wick here, right? So that's almost 142 500. So it makes sense. Let me see what else, and then from there you could go ahead and write it up to 143 basically, or 142 700. So you have 142 200 to 140. I'm guessing you put a safer sales break and close below 142 200, so you have that option as well. I'm guessing right below this order block or consolidation area, and your sales will go down to that previous support established at 142.000 to grab probably more liquidity for GJ to continue up. Safer buys, of course, will Awesome, dude. Fucking killed it, man. Damn. Lit. Let me go ahead and keep that in here just for future purposes. And that was really good, man. Good chart. See what else? Mac, 2 questions on my chart. I think I entered too early. I mean, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and check this one out, see what the reason why that you entered too early and why, and how can we go ahead and fix that. Okay. All right, so you are actually closing a lot of things around here. I'm not saying it's bad, but try to go ahead and show more of it. So we can see what the history was. Question: did I jump? I'm sorry. All right, did I jump the gun? Did I jump the gun or pull the gun or pull the trigger too early and I just got lucky? Okay, let's see. This is the 1 hour. You secure 10 pips. You secure 50% at 10 pips. Your SL was up to break even. And let me see, why was it up to break even and this time? So basically because you had already moved 358 so again, well, 10 pips. So yeah, it makes sense. Usually I do the same. I secure, I put my positions on break even as soon as I hit my 10 pips, my first take profit, and that actually gives me some more a lot less stress and a lot less shit to deal with, since it's, you know, already 10 pips going in. You don't have to really focus on GJ coming back and taking you out, since you have already secured your 10 pips. But you know, no, you did not get lucky, and your stops were actually very clever, because you're looking at all this area here. This is the 1 hour, so I'm gonna treat it like this is the 50-minute. So let me go ahead and draw here. So you have your support established here, and you have a not so strong resistance at this area. You know, some liquidity grabs to go head down, but we did reject this. Remember, we're still trending bullish on the higher time frames, so keep that in mind. And you saw one candle closing like this, doji, whatever you want to call it, in the session candle. Then the next one closed very strong. It broke the it looks like it broke the high of that support here, I mean resistance created here in those bodies. So that will give you more confidence to aim for a trade that's going to retest this previous high created here, which it did. Oh wow, you drew it here. So yeah, it did. And that's when you would secure your position, and of course left run to run and do its job. So yeah, pretty good, man. Dope, like it. Cool, really good. So same thing applies. You know, you're in the 1 hour, so confirmations are stronger than the 15-minute, but it worked out perfect. You did not get lucky. It was a very good trade. And looking at gold is actually continuing down. So hopefully during that break of 1850, well, I would just wait on the 15-minute perhaps, and seeing how we are continuing down, we might reflect and close below this wick here, and that's a goal and given for us to at least retest that previous low at 1847. So draw a line here, right? Something like that. Let me go ahead and take this out. I'm not taking any trades, so I'm not gonna put that in. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna take a dookie. Like I didn't. Oh, if you want to zoom, I did. But yeah, looking at this, we are very bearish right now on the lower time frames. Go ahead and next. Take Mail is a really good European broker. It's actually located in the UK, I think, and servers are pretty good. Jivan a G for Jivan a G for real. Yeah, Jivan is a G for real. Take Mail, I just looked them up, and US cannot open accounts on it. I don't know about that. I'm not really into that whole broker thing. I use Trader's domain, and it works for me, and it should work for you as well. A from Australia, grateful for the Asian. Oh yeah, thank you, man. Paul Garcia, you're the favorite Paul here. I'm not throwing shit at anyone. Don't think that. So let's go ahead and open Paul's chart here. Sorry, did not exist. Oh no, I fucked up. My bad.
Go run for the border.
Excuse me? Do you say border?
I said gold's running for the border, Mac. My apologies.
What border, man? What are you talking about? Yeah, this gold looks like it's taking a dookie. Poopy. Fuck, man. Why do I keep on fucking this shit up, man?
Gold's dumping hard.
Nice. So yeah, so gold is actually really good right now. I took that off, but we see here how we tested that 1847. We still got 8 minutes for Asian Open. So hopefully with that push, we can continue and head down to these targets we have set up here. 1845 and finally 1838. Go back to gold. Shit. This is what I got on gold. Okay. Yeah, something like that. That's perfect. In the 60-minute, you get a nice retest above 1847 up to 1850, and then continuing down. Yes, makes sense. So rather wait until 8 p.m. See how these candles close. Of course, you're gonna have a bigger stop loss, but you're gonna be into a better, safer trade in gold. So going back here, I think there's another chart that I was looking at. That was Paul's. That was really good. I am with IG, Instagram, 2.5 spread. What? Oh, IG is the broker, the red broker. Yeah, IG 2.5 spread, 2.5 pips on TJ. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot, man. How do you even make fucking money off that? Okay. Vinny Roberts, your NAS 100. Yeah, NASDAQ actually made a all-time high today, so it was really dope. I actually saw it right before market closed at 4 p.m. It just fucking pumped, really good. There was a lot of shit going on today too in the stock part or ETFs. GameStop got fucking pumped by a bunch of nerds on Reddit, millionaire nerds, probably bored, saying that don't take that, don't don't short, don't short, GameStop because it's obsolete. So it's like a childhood gem. So let me go ahead and keep it. So they round up a bunch of fucking Reddit nerds and they started buying stocks and they fucking plummeted with the price by just buying the shares. And this guy, I think his name is Look Left, he got out of the trade, so that made the stock go even higher in price. And I believe it plummeted up to, I'm not, I didn't plummet, it just it took off up to 147. So in one day it went up 70%. Incredible. All right, I can't see shit here, so let me go ahead and zoom in.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
I guess for GameStop, I can see them going up more, bro. Because think about when everybody start losing that unemployment money, they got to go sell the PS5s back.
Yeah, that's funny. But I was actually looking at this from Dave Portney. He does day trading, so I think he does options. Puts and whatever the fuck the other shit's called. Oh look, my stream. So I can stream my stream. 89 likes, dope. Now it's 90. Puts and whatever the fuck. And I'm streaming at 1080p, 60 hertz. So I'm popping. Juve says, "What's good, burner? Squeeze, short squeeze. Yeah, short squeeze. Let me go ahead and pull up GameStop to see how this shit played out today. That shit was crazy, bro. Imagine like being bored as fuck and you say, I'm not gonna fucking let GameStop go to ruin and let me go ahead and fucking just buy more shares so the company does not close and we keep GameStop alive even though it's complete obsolete. But yeah, shit happens. Nasdaq on the other end. So I'm gonna check that chart right now. I created an all-time high at 13,613. Was a nice clean break right above. This 13,560, and that's when basically you would have had your buy in. So yeah, let me go ahead and check the Nasdaq chart. Kenny Lee, what's up, Mac? What's good, Mac? What's good, Mac? Yo, Mac. Mac. Who thinks gold off to 1874? Send the fucking chart. Mac, do you use Traders Domain? Yes, I use Traders Domain. Look, it's right here on the left hand corner. Right here. Bam, bam. Can you analyze this? I think I already did, Paul. Where's the fucking Nasdaq chart? Send it again, bro. I can't find it. Yeah, and I can't find the Nasdaq chart somebody sent. But anyway, Nasdaq created an all-time high, so just keep that in mind. Right now, we might get a reversal and something like this, right? I mean, what's your workout routine when you're not feeling well? My workout routine when I'm not feeling well is get my ass to the gym and work whatever the fuck I can. All right, here, Vinny. Thank you. I don't really have a very strict routine. I usually do pull or push day. By push, I mean chest and what else can we push? Shoulders. And by pull, do back rows and tricep extensions since you're pulling. So yeah, it's breaking down into pull and push. Just like supply and demand or resistance and support. Alright, so oh yeah, that was the Nasdaq trade. Okay, waiting for candle to break. My bad. I saw it when. Alright, so you were waiting for that candle to break. Okay, perfect. So you're under the zone. So this is a no trading zone. Enter buys once that 30-minute breaks the high of that 13,611. Enter a sell once 30-minute breaks the high of. You mean the low? Okay, the low. So these are the two scenarios. Yeah, breaks the low of 1. On 1 is what? Yeah, you're not annotating right correctly here. It breaks the high of 1. So I'm looking for 1 and there is no 1. But yeah, it makes sense. I do 10 push-ups every day per pip. That's a lot. Catching 100 pips. That's 1,000 push-ups. My man don't train legs. Fuck you. Yeah, I do train legs. How you guys can open a Traders Domain account? Yes, for country use crypto. Yes, true. Blah, blah. DJ closing bullish above resistance. Let's go ahead and check that out as we are entering into Asian Open. And on gold, we seem to be rejecting this area, so then just be aware of that. But we did hit that target at 1847, so we're good. So right now, yes, right now, perfect scenario is just to, stay above this area, and safer buys will be at the break of this 15-minute high. Let's go into the 15-minute. So this is 15-minute high right here. So safer buys will be at the break of. Go ahead and take. So 15-minute high is at 142.471. So it will be something like this, and your stop will be right at the right below the that no trade zone we have drawn out. So something like this. Say pips, not that much, but it's safer, and your stop will be right below that area here. Say 10 pips, just to keep it simple. So see, so it looks like we're taking off. So hopefully then we're going to get the break and finally continue up. So it will be basically a buy stop, right? So always be aware of that, and that will be the buy stop right above this area.
You haven't entered yet, Mac?
Negativo, senor.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I send you the signal on the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, I hardly read
I
it.
was at the airport at that time.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I get in. I mean, there's not there's not enough volume during the Asian session, but so far it's 8 pips in profits.
That's dope. It looks like we're gonna continue up. So yeah, gold is still getting dumped as well. So last Monday we had a nice push up on how do you call it, on gold? On GJ during Asian. So I'm expecting that same thing happens here. So hopefully, right?
Yeah, the way that the daily candle closed today outside that nasty area that we had before made me believe that we're gonna break the 500 area toward the 750 at least.
Perfect.
Before London session.
So we have 750. Well, 700 to be more specific.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get that continuation up based on that break of that previous high, which it looks like it's bound to happen. So let's just leave that in here.
Yeah, if we can break the 500 area with this 4-hour candle, it's about to close in 1 hour. So if we can break outside that area, the 500, then it's gonna be a clean move toward the 750. It can be a quick move.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like we're getting it. Right there, boom, got that break. Yeah. Nice. So that will be buy stop activated. Your stop will be right below this area. It's not that big of a stop, but then again, just keep it right below that trade zone, and hoping that you get your 10 pips. Of course, in and out. Quick.
Yeah, I have seen this happen a lot. So yeah, we may get a break from the 500. So next 30-minute candle, which is from 8:30 to 9, is gonna drive the price toward the 700 area.
Exactly.
If we don't break now, I mean, usually this push you're gonna get it before Asian Open, so I'm expecting 8:30 to make the push.
Perfect. Well, that's awesome. So we're actually closing above that area. Actually respecting that it broke below that previous high, and say you had a buy stop activated. Hence why I wanted to start the stream a little earlier to see if this will play out. So just be aware of that. Of course, always be 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 mindful that you have to be aware of how to close your trade if it's going into drawdown. Basically, how if it's going into your entry point, and that's how you start closing your partials. You start closing your 25%, your 50%, and once you get close to your stop, your whole stop, which in this case, based on the stop, it's only 5 pips, not that much. You will close your entire trade completely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's see. Hopefully it plays out. See that we can go ahead and get that. My mic is not good. My mic is perfectly fine, bro. Stop fucking around with the sound, man. Jesus Christ.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
How are you?
Good, man. And you?
Gucci.
I'm good.
Nice.
Anyone take the gold move?
That gold move that I called? No, I don't trade this session.
Actually,
yeah.
I took it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, in 60 pip profit.
Very nice.
Yeah, secure the position.
Hold to that trade, because that trade is gonna pay really good.
Yeah. So that's good. You took that trade.
What do you call for the target?
Target lower area that you have to the left. Once you start breaking below 1845, you're gonna get a nice drop toward 1838 at least.
1838. I got you.
So if you already secure some profit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Stop loss at this point should be at least 1849. If the price reject that area and comes back to your entry, what's your entry?
It's 1848.50.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good. So keep your stop loss tight, because you don't wanna see a rejection from that 1845.
I'm just put it at 1848. I mean, at my entry point.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
That trade was actually called right before Asian Open. We were expecting one to come in, which we did. We had that break below this minor support at 1849, and that was the continuation to the downside. The stops were at 13 to 14 pips, not that much, considering that it's gold, and we did get that target hit at 18. So that's good. Whoever took that trade, congrats. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
That was dope. So now we're looking at GJ and managing that we stay above 0.500, hopefully, and looking into the smaller time frames. We're going down to the 1 minute, see what's going on here. And we're getting some rejection, but we're also getting some support being established here. So always be aware of that. As it's dropping hard, then you will start closing, of course, half of your position, but it's still in that area that you need to get that close above 0.500 flat.
Yeah.
So that's the 5 minute, and let's go ahead and just take it to the 15 minute. So at this point, like I say, you have a position open, you will start closing 25% of it, and try to not get your whole position taken out completely at the original entry point.
Yo, man, it looks like it just keeps retesting that upper level for you and respecting that support, though, you know?
Yeah. So at this point, it would be taking, at least half of my position off, and hopefully, if we stay above 142 on 430, then the entire position will be kept clean, and of course, leaving the rest to close So seeing how it's getting that break right below here, then another 25% of that position will be closed, and hopefully that rejection does not break the low of that previous one. So let's see how it plays out.
I don't want to get stopped out in profit. I mean, my stop loss right now is in 2 pips in profit, but I don't want to get stopped out because it's a full margin trade, man. I was expecting this motherfucker to hit to break the 500 with this 15-minute candle. Still, there's a huge chance to break it though. This structure, the pullback right now is textbook.
Yeah,
so from this pullback, if we respect the 142 400, I mean it's gonna be awesome.
Awesome. That was some liquidity grab here.
Yeah.
And seeing how this candle is not on the 1 minute, basically it's just respecting that area.
Yeah.
If we get a continuation and we start breaking below this, then the trade will be invalid at that point.
Basically,
Man, I have a 4 beep spread. That's like, don't trade it. Don't do that.
On what
imagine 1 minute candle doing
what broker are you using, bro? 4
that.
pips?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ! And what is
it? Get a better broker.
What broker are you using? Yeah. They're robbing you. Go using gold effects.
Yeah, that works when you do that. Yeah. you just gotta draw a wick on the top of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going.
Oh man, no, there you go. You got stuff.
Oh yeah, I want to see something closing about the 500.
That was it. That was the trade of the day.
Yeah.
And that's why I typed in, be careful of that reversal, which happens quite often during nation.
You see on the smaller time frame it trying to retest as a resistance.
Yeah, but looking at this, as it's heading down into that no trade zone that I have drawn here, I don't want to entice people to go ahead and
that's great, bro. That's a great reason why you put that there, to follow your plan like that. That's something that most people don't do.
Right. So as we see in this, we're closing below that previous low on the 15-minute. That was the goal, to close on 25% or at least 50% of your position. But then again, it might play out as we're grabbing liquidity. So
yeah, I mean, pay attention to the 15 minutes because it's about to close in 2 more minutes. But the 15 minutes already broke above the previous bullish candle. So the job for this, even though if you close bearish on this one, the job is going to be not breaking below the previous 15-minute candle. That's basically it. It's easy. It's plain and simple. If we break below that area, then it's not valid anymore. But I will definitely see some sort of rejection from that area.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm expecting. Even if this 15-minute candle close bearish with that rejection, we already have 4 rejections on 15 minutes. But if we fail to break below 142 400, that's gonna be awesome. Because that's your new basically your new zone for Asian session. This area right here.
Keep that in mind that this is a 15-minute candle and it could close doji at any time, which it looks like it's closing doji, meaning that it's
this candle can easily close something like this, and the next one is gonna break that area. You know?
Exactly.
That's something that you have to be aware of. Not Manuel, not hopeful, but I kind of know this setup, so that's why. I think I have seen this a lot of times. That doesn't mean that this motherfucker candle is not gonna become a fake out on the 30 minutes and it's gonna close below that area. But I don't want to see that. Yeah, man.
What kind of program do you use to draw those candles?
Oh my God.
So At that point, that trade will be completely invalid in my
The
opinion.
annotation thing on a Zoom chat.
Okay. Annotation.
Yeah. If you go to the, can you see the window on view options? You click on that, and then you're gonna have the options like a hide video panel, request remote control, annotate.
Right
so
here.
you basically
see?
get annotate.
Right here.
Okay.
When you see that panel, right here where it says annotate, then there is a drawing tool here. Boom.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. That's when you want to go ahead and draw doodles in the charts. But yeah, at this point, it was a fake out. It happens a lot during Asian, hence why I wrote this down here.
Hey, do you think an even safer option will be waiting the 43 minutes for the next 4-hour candle to open and then see if that can respect the low and then break the high?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yeah.
you think a 45-minute wait is a bit too long?
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to wait, really.
Mm-hmm.
On the 4-hour, it looks nice. So.
Yeah,
the
4 hour
looks
good.
really nice, but seeing how we're going into this no trade zone, then it's not as safe as,
because the thing is 1:15, 1:30-minute candle pulling back, that doesn't mean that the trade is gonna change the way it should go, But at this point, you should not marry any trade because it's Asian session. You never know.
I guess.
So yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it deletes, but yeah, I had written it down here just to be safe in case 8 a.m. opens and then there is a reversal happening. But then again, it's going to take this out. That was a pretty good way to manage the trade going into the smaller time frames and seeing how it was breaking the low of the previous 15-minute. You will close 25% of it as it was getting onto your entry point, and breaking down the previous low of the 15-minute, as I mentioned before, that was when you would close at least half of your position. Anyway, it was a 5 pip stop loss, not that much, nothing to be afraid of. Compared to the reward, it was worth it. Unfortunately, it did not. It did not play out. Actually, I wrote this here: break above 142.450, and actually it did not. It almost did, but almost didn't. So yeah.
Gonna look to add another position if you start breaking above that 480. still in profits. There's only like 6 pips. That's basically nothing, but I almost got stopped out.
Okay.
But
so
that rejection, that's what I wanted to see.
That liquidity grab, basically.
Yeah.
Mac, if you don't mind, do you mind switching to the 15 and then the 5-minute real quick?
No, that's fine. So on the 15, you see how we grab liquidity?
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's why I wanted to check on the 5-minute to see what it formed.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to see the next step.
All right. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
There you go.
Yeah. Gonna play with house money. Basically, I just had another position right now, and it's obviously it's a lower position compared to the one that I have down there,
which will be right above this area, right? Buy stop.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm not expecting GBP JPY to come down to the area that it came with the 15-minute candle retest. Exactly. Here comes goodbye.
So that was a normal textbook liquidity grab. It happens a lot, especially around Asian session. Doesn't mean that it's a complete total reversal, but always be aware that if you enter that trade early, that you have a very small stop loss, meaning that you have a lot less to risk. But other than that, your first TP will be around this area that I have drawn here, which is 142.560. So I'm going to take this.
I mean, at this point, it's a low risk trade because the stop loss is really low. It's less for me. It's less than 8 pips. So
So as Kerwin said, for him, it's less than 8 pips. For anyone else that would decide to take that trade and go above 142 for 50, as I have that buy stop here, then your stops will be maybe 6 to 8 pips, right? Right at the low of that wick created.
Yeah, but it played out as you expected, though, bro. As your original plan did.
Yeah. It did.
Yeah.
So on Monday last week, I just wanted to go ahead and repeat this. We had a very good push on GBP JPY, hence why I wanted to go ahead and see that we will keep some momentum coming onto Asian today, and hopefully that's what we're gonna get and continue up as we're breaking the highs created.
So if you look at the 5-minute candles, the job for the current 5-minute candle is gonna be respect the body of the previous 5-minute. I'm not so concerned about the wick, but about the body of the 5-minute candle. Basically, it can give you a retest, but I don't want to see price breaking below 142.430.
Exactly.
So if we break from there, then the retest is going to be even deeper. So everything looks good, though.
142.430, so somewhere, right here, the line that I have. So if this 5-minute candle starts closing,
because the job for the current 5-minute candle,
right?
That will be job for the current 5-minute candle is going to be. Can we hold on? It's going to be respecting this area right here. You can get a retest over this area, but the candle should, stay. The body of the candle should stay above that area. And since you are approaching for the 30-minute candle close, you basically want to see a break from that area with the 30-minute candle, and that's going to happen with probably the first 5 minutes of the next 30-minute candle or the last 5 minutes on this candle. So you still have 2 more minutes to execute on this trade.
Hopefully we will keep that momentum coming up and break above that 142.747 area.
Yeah. Man, if this session right now was New York, oh man, we already got the profits that we need. This session is a mess.
Yeah, I mean it can happen sometimes. I just like to go ahead and see how it plays out, but hopefully we can get that continuation down. Continuation up, I mean.
Yeah, even though if we don't have to fight this 500 level, you still have like 25 pips toward the 750 area later on. So you don't have to rush this trade, to be honest. I took this trade earlier because I knew that this setup will pay. So I had I told you full margin. But I was expecting by the 8:30 this break above the 480, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna work out.
Man, I'm linking my trades to Kerwin's account. Let him trade for me.
No. I'm gonna link my account to yours trading.
Nobody
brother, you're
knows the account number.
On the leaderboard.
So I'm not up there right now. Soon.
Well, the leaderboard. Oh no, yeah, it's competitive though.
Wait till I wake up, Mac. Wait till I wake up.
Don't wake me up.
Yo, I'm just thinking the same song.
Don't wake me up. But yeah, as you see, we're rejecting again. So this is when you start managing your trade, seeing that hopefully this next 5-minute candle could push up and break the high of the previous one. but we still in there, you know.
Yeah. At this point, since it's the last 5 minutes for the 30-minute candle to close, you should be paying attention to the 30-minute, to be honest, because you're eliminating a lot of noise on the 5 minutes at this point. But yeah, this 5-minute candle, the job for this 5-minute candle is going to be the breaking above the previous bearish candle.
Right, this one here, the other break.
That's going to be nice trade if we get that break.
This is like the Super Bowl ovation. Usually we don't get that many.
It's like almost a halftime show, you know?
Yeah.
You got, where's J-Lo at?
Oh, let me pull her out real quick.
Oh, say less.
Say less.
Yo, could you imagine how like 3 strippers pop up in the background?
I think the market maker is listening to your streaming, Mac. So I'm gonna close my full margin position, you know, so this trade can break outside that area.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just closed it, man. I closed everything.
All right, me too. I'm closing everything. Oh, I'm closing everything.
Yeah, I closed everything.
Yeah, I closed it. But yeah, it looks like we're breaking up, and it's just like it's gonna play out finally. One trade, and I think it brings Streamination for like 2 months already. It's the only trade that's actually played out. That's actually been the only trade that's actually I'm sorry, that's actually worked.
Okay, TJ, come on, man. Yeah, I'm bored. Let me get those pips, man.
That's actually worked.
Come on, TJ.
Sorry.
I closed everything, but give me those pips, man. Come on.
It's like you're lying to yourself.
You know you closed half of it. Stop lying.
I didn't close anything.
I haven't closed anything. But this motherfucker, Maker Maker, is listening to Mac.
Oh, so you gotta just you gotta just trick him. Just say you closed it.
Yeah, I closed everything, Market Maker. Give me the move, man. Come on.
That's the reverse psychology right there. Like,
yeah.
Y'all crap me up.
Here is coming. Here coming. It's coming. It's coming. Trust. Man, waiting like 15 minutes in this trade is like waiting 5 minutes during your session, man.
Yeah.
Christ.
So seeing how this 30-minute close will be crucial as well. If we close with no wick to the top, then it's a little dangerous. But I'm seeing that we're closing with the wick to the top, meaning that there's gonna be range for it to continue up on the next 30 minutes.
Also, what's gonna make this trade valid? It's if we don't just pin the 500 area. Basically, you wanna see a massive, a beautiful candle going up. You know.
Exactly.
If the price comes and you know just make a pin to the 500, it's rejected and start closing below that area, then it's not valid. I want to see a candle that looks like this for this candle for this trade to be valid. Anything that can go above the 142 550 at least.
Exactly. So it looks like
So
142 700 is incoming, which will be the second target. First target is, I believe, is 10 pips from now. That's 142 563. Exactly.
Beautiful.
But it looks like we're getting a nice, very clean break on the 30-minute. Perfect. Good call, guys. And this should continue up. Oh, Rakio's in the chat, and let's go.
That boy in the shadows right now.
Yeah. Raja is on the straight trust. Oh shit. Patient, let's go. Patient session, let's go. And it went like.
So wick to the downside now, then continuing up. Momentum comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really slow, not gonna lie, compared to other sessions.
Yeah.
Whoa, somebody's getting a haircut.
Nah, bro, that was a 24 shot clock up, you know what I mean?
Space. I'm balling. I'm so awesome. Sheesh. So yeah, I think this is actually the first trade that happens in.
It's been a while since the last time I took a trade during Asian session.
Yeah.
And I can't believe this trade is not gonna pay the way I wanted.
Oh man.
I wanna see respect in this area.
Yo, man, can you switch to 5 minute?
I was about to say that, yeah.
It's almost close to that time. The 30-minute just started, 15-minute just started. I like to see how the 5-minute forms first, see if it pushes down to create a wick first, you know?
Exactly, but it looks like we're pushing up, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, this 5-minute candle, the current, is really nice. And I don't want to see price breaking below this area.
Right. So that's lower time frame trading for you guys. Brought to you by Kerwin and Bertner. And we got a nice push up. Ooh.
This 30-minute candle is gonna be key. This is gonna tell me where are we heading with the 4-hour. So I just want to see a nice break, and I don't want to see a rejection from that 500 area.
Yep. That's very crucial now on that area here. So
yeah,
above 500 Gucci, below 500 rejection. Start going to, don't have to really go into the 1 minute time frame, but if you want to go ahead and look at it, then you're more than welcome as you start seeing these little taps on the 500 area. But once we're above that, we might get another something like this.
Let me call the president of Japan.
Japan has a president, right? But it was an emperor. So yeah, seeing rejection. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, you can go ahead and stay above that area. Where's the marker? Okay. This one. So something like this. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Yo, Mac.
Yeah.
Check the chat on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Oh man, that's true. That's true.
Ali. Oh.
So this is very crucial how you're staying above this area now. We're rejecting 500, so be careful of that. We right now close that on that 5 minute. Doesn't mean that trade is invalid. We still, gotta look into the 30-minute as we're making a wick to the downside. Grab more liquidity to then continue up. So shit, at this point, that's when you start closing at least again. This is the second attempt. Then you start closing, at least a quarter of your position to half of it, just going into your entry point. But as Kerwin said, if we keep respecting the body of that 15-minute candle, which is at 142,440, then trade still is valid.
Yeah, it looks like the 500 area, it's strong enough to hold that resistance though. So that's it.
I'm leaving, guys. See you tomorrow in the Zoom chat. In the Zoom.
Okay, man. Take care, brother.
Bye, guys. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Take care.
So at this point, we're getting close to the close of the body. I mean, close up below the body of the previous one. So that's when that trade will be not completely nullified, but you start closing at least your entire position, or well, at least 75% of it, whatever the risk you're taking.
I wonder where is Raja, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take this out. Even though it was a very low risk trade, and we're coming back again into the no trade zone. That will be a very secured and safe trade, well managed when it comes to risk. Remember, as I said before, and I typed it in, there's always some reversal happening during nation, so be careful and aware of that. So other than that, gold did play out good. That was a really good trade. Gold usually tends to move, a couple pips during nation, which is good. GJ usually fakes out a lot between the hours of 8 p.m. Eastern time to 9 p.m. So always be aware of that. Sometimes we got a good push as we had last week on Monday. There was a good, incredible breakout. If I could go ahead and point it out here, give me 1 second. So last week was so yeah, it was around here, right? Yeah, on the 19th, we had this incredible push up to the 20th. So that was actually during nation. So nation sometimes can't give you that push. Sometimes decides to be a bitch and not give you that push. And that was right above here. So clean break above this area. And an incredible push up. Fortunately, today is Tuesday, so it didn't happen. We're still respecting this support, so we might just range around here until later on, once we get more volume coming into the market. But as of right now, on that position, based on the initial buy stop, as it was closing above 142,450, the trade was invalid on my end, as I closed, on the paper trade, started closing half and half and half, and finally closed the entire position as that wick decided to go be under the small support. But other than that, on the 4-hour, it looks really good. The thing is that we had a lot of movement since London Open today. Just let me go ahead and measure this from down here. up to now. It's 120 pips, so it's actually pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
So always take that in consideration when you see these big moves happening, that especially late night during Asian, our time, Eastern time, not that much is gonna play out. Since kind of like putting it as a what do you call those things? The sand clocks. You put it vice versa, and then the sand comes down, and you have a little left at the end. Basically, how volume works. Then once the day resets at 12 p.m. Eastern time, that's when pre-London comes in, and more volume comes into the market from the hours of 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. You might get the move that you're looking for, either a reversal or a continuation. But I have marked that before here, and hopefully during London Open, you might get a really good move. What the heck where is this coming from? Why do I have this line running here? Okay. Good. High, lower, basically you have your lower high created here, your lower low here, your lower high here, and then look and expect to get a break before underneath this area to create the next lower low and support. Oh, maybe retest to 1838. Key will be a break below this area here, 1843. And from here to here, it's a 13, well, 15, for 50 pip move.
Looks like gold is gonna continue dropping.
So here, this is the continuation from 1839 down to 1819. Or if you go into the 4 hour, you see from here 1843 down to 1838. So yeah, from here it's 38 right here. That'll be a safer trade. I'll just keep that here for future references on my end. And as we see right now, we are ranging above this area now. So 142, let's say just call it 142,500 to 142,430. 30. The gulag. Oh, we have Jiben in here. What's Jiben saying?
What is Jiben? Hornito?
The new Jiben.
Zoom?
Megatech, have a great stream, bro. Thank you Give analysis of pullback areas for London and New York. Yes, I talked about the pullbacks and the reversals during London Open. I'm gonna go ahead and review that again. Just go ahead and mark this down. We have one here, another one here. These are reversal areas that usually happen during pre-London to London Open. Always take that in consideration, that it can happen here as we're getting above 142,500, and if we stay around that area, we might have a reversal on looking onto the 4 hour to continue down and have a good pullback for sales.
Yo, Mac, check out Landon. He has a chart on the YouTube.
Yeah, awesome. London Johnson. Hey, Mike, please take a look. Awesome. Yeah, guys, send charts. Send charts because I kind of like checking charts. This is the Nasdaq chart.
Bro, where's Chivanito, man? John,
Jiven, he's in the chat.
little Chevy. Little Chevy.
Okay, so this is a fucking dick and somebody getting fucked. Okay. This is gold and you're getting fucked by gold. Okay, so I'm guessing you're in buys. That's funny. I'm not gonna ban you, but that's pretty funny. It's not that funny, to be honest. But you actually got fucked by gold.
Colombia, Julian.
Sheesh.
What do you say, man? Oh, that wick feel nice.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, pretty good. That was a good trade call. On gold. Somebody got fucked by gold.
Yeah, my brother. You're looking at gold too?
Huh?
Burner.
Oh,
Is
Burner?
he looking at gold?
Yeah, I was just taking a look at it a little bit ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm mainly just watching y'all charts right now. See what y'all got drawn up.
Okay.
See y'all's been playing out. You know I don't trade GJ. I don't like GJ.
Yeah, I know,
You know
man.
your baby say you, baby. You, baby.
But yeah, bro, I'm just watching.
Yeah.
But I seen gold did go down and push nicely to fill that wick and retest that support level again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna secure some of them. My entries were kind of late. But so far, yeah, man.
I just wanted to go ahead and bring that up, that during Asian, gold usually pushes a lot more, and I've been noticing that. So that's actually really good. If you trade gold, try to, trade it with a reasonable size, lot size, especially during Asian, as we get reversals and fake outs. But other than that, compared to any other instruments, like any other currencies, gold as a commodity moves a lot better during Asian. I've noticed that personally. If you decide to trade Asian, yeah, I think I have a dislocated back, something like a muscle here. Maybe I'm sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Somebody send the chart, man. I'm bored. I'm only got like 10 minutes left anyway, but whatever. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Kerwin. Thank you, Berner. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Steven.
Always chilling, bro.
Thank you. Gary's here too. Armando. The whole gang. And hit the motherfucking like button.
Just so you know, I got stopped out on GJ, and sadly.
Oh yeah. Well, you got stopped out on your entry point, so it's not that bad,
Yeah, I mean, I still secured like 50%, but the other one, the last position, got stopped out with 8 pips, and basically the one that is running nice now, it's gold. To be honest, this one, 2 positions, 33 pips. I already secured 50% of them. So yeah, man, it's gonna be
that's good.
A nice night for gold.
Yeah,
All right, Cole.
All
Thank
right.
you, man. Blessings. Very nice.
We won. Sexy time. Yes. So yeah, gold was actually called here at the break of this current support at 1849, which actually played out very nice. On that other 15-minute candle, we had some sort of bearish engulfing, which wasn't a deciding factor that it was gonna reject, based on the 15-minute. But we did have this one candle here that closed very weak, right before Asian Open.
Yeah.
So this trade ran for
very nice.
Ran for 50, almost 60 pips. So that's good.
Very nice.
Hey Mac, where's the applause?
There you go. That's a cheap one. I know. I got the free version.
Very nice.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. Thank you guys, everyone, for showing up. I appreciate each one of you, and I'll see you guys on Thursday night. Go ahead and click the motherfucking like button. Share with your auntie and them, your grandma, your grandpa, your ex-girlfriends, your ex-boyfriend, whatever the fuck you have, your dog, your pet, your goldfish. And let's try to make these.
Come on, man.
Make this stream nice and enjoyable, Nathan. Stop fucking throwing up emojis on my chat, bro. And hit the motherfucking like button, bitch. Alright, so I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Thank you guys for showing up again.
Okay, man.
Good one,
if
guys.
anybody's gonna be trading London, be aware that you're gonna get nice setups for TJ
on
buys.
London, just always remember how I mentioned to you guys before that there are reversals happening, and we marked it down here on the 4-hour. Let me go ahead and do this again. So always look at the time frames. So 1 to 5 p.m. a.m. So you have 1, 5 a.m. If you see here at the bottom, let me go ahead and move this. So here at the bottom, you see the time, 1 a.m. Right, January 11th, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. And there's a reversal happening again here, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. A reversal happening, and another one around here. Here, 1 a.m. I think it was around here, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. So another reversal happening. Let's look for another one, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Another reversal happening. So you see the pattern happening. That's if you decide to trade pre-London to London Open. Also here, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Right here, this actually just ranged a lot. So let's go ahead and disregard that. 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Boom, another one. So, always try to look for these patterns. Same here that happened today. We'll have that massive liquidity grab to the downside. And from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., we have that incredible push up, to 120 pips until right now. Until now, the exact current price. I'm sorry, I let it off already. Anyway, let me go ahead and finish this before I keep talking shit. But yeah, I appreciate each one of you guys, and I see you guys on Thursday. Bye bye.
Okay, my brother. Take care, man.